Ladies and gents, and the rest, today, hopefully, you will get your first legendary core after you complete this Blackrock Mountain zone, the final zone of the heroic campaign. Yay! Let's get into that and see what we're gonna have to kill. Volchan is a boss number 1. This guy does pretty much one thing. When you kill him, he blows up and turns into 2 little mini bosses, like that looks the exact same. When you kill those 2, they turn into 4. And when you kill 4, you win the encounter. Every time you kill a boss or mini boss, they blow up and do damage around. That's the boss. Now, you see this 1, 2, 3, 4 molten giants. These are not normal molten giants. They have like a superpower. When you kill them, they blow up and they split into 2. So, what you do in this encounter, you don't kill them, you take them with a Banshee and they pretty much go and kill the boss. So, you never kill them, you take them with Banshee. If I start the encounter, watch what happens. You see this? One of them, this guy, is going to come to you like this. Obviously, he will take both chests and then he will come to you. That's why you need to take him first. Because these 3, they will not come to you. They will just stand there unless you want to pass. You know, they're not going to do anything. So, what you have to do is the hardest part of this encounter is defending your core while you take in these giants. Because you cannot... you can't really kill them. You have to stay here and cycle through the deck. And every time you have Banshee, you take one, and then the others. Doesn't matter in which order you take the rest. That's pretty much it. So one more time in one sentence. You steal the Molten Giants with the Banshee, and you defend your core. That's it. And once you take all these giants, the boss will either die, or it will be a pretty easy encounter. You just send your troops at the boss and that's it. The boss himself is super pooper easy. That's it. So the Blackrock family is first. As you can see, I have Banshee, I have Bandits, because we have 2 gold chests here. And we'll need Bandits with a gold talent, right? Okay, so the encounter started. Our first goal, like I said, is to take the very right Molten Giant, because he's the only one that is actually moving. He's coming at us. So this is how we're going to take him. Phew! That's it. Now he's ours. And by the way, I will never show it, but look at the boss's HP. So he will do a lot of damage to the boss. Now, like I said, the main difficulty here is you just have to defend your core. This is the hardest thing. Obviously, I've done it a million times before. Here's the second Banshee. We're taking the second giant already. Okay? Super easy. Like I said, the hardest part is defending the core. This will happen eventually anyway, because your troops will eventually move, and these Molten Giants are going to kill them. By the way, when you steal Molten Giants with your Banshee, it's a perfect moment to deploy Quillbore, because our... no. My Firehammer died, burned to death. It doesn't matter if you damage these Molten Giants, but then you steal them with Banshee, they're going to be on full health, because Banshee has a Will of Necropolis talent, right? So... I don't know if it's up. Yeah, so we wasted 1 Banshee. Unfortunately. Yeah, as long as we defend our core, we are good. Like, by the way, look at the boss. It was down by 2 Molten Giants. So I wasn't even, like, my troops weren't even there yet. So that's how strong they are. I don't know if they killed the first boss, or maybe it's already mini bosses. So our Banshee will take the next giant. Boom. And that's how we're gonna go. Unfortunately, we are going with... Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Perfecto. So what we need to do now, we need to kill this Mountaineer, and then we'll take the last Molten Giant with our Banshee, and after that, the encounter will end, pretty much. Yep, taking a gold, doing very simple things. Not switching left. Just keep going on top, yeah. But it's too, my Firehammer is too aggressive. Okay, we are killing the last tower. As soon as we take it, I believe that's going to be the end of the encounter. One day I will show you the boss. It's not going to happen today, but one day you will see it. It was supposed to be one boss, then when you kill it, it becomes 2 mini bosses, and then when you kill 2, it becomes 4 mini bosses. So how many do we have now? Oh, we have the last one. See? We killed everything. Like everything died. I think it's bugged or something. There we go. So the 2 Molten Giants literally like killed everything, like everything on their own. That's how powerful they are. That's why we do it this way. We take Molten Giants and we defend the core. This is the most effective strategy. All right, Beast Family. I believe it's going to be one of the hardest things. Because for Beast Family, it's like, you can't really use like low HP stuff because there's fire elementals here. Same stuff, we have a bunch in our starting hand. That's why it's going to be super pooper easy to take the first giant. The exact same thing. The way you defend it against the Ogre Mage, you wait until Ogre Mage starts attacking the core, and then you deploy something that can attack Ogre Mage like this. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I paused it. I'm trying to think. Okay. Now we're going to deploy bandits like this. Now we have a Banshee. We're waiting until this Drake... until something happens to this Drake. And then we're gonna... no, we're going for the left one. Sure. So our bandits are hitting the chest. Now we're gonna have a lot of gold. Okay. Same thing. Cycling through. Waiting for the Banshee. Okay, here's Banshee. Taking the next one. I think Blizzard will nerf it one day, and these Molten Giants will not be possessable, will not be able to be stolen by Banshees. But if that ever happens, I'm pretty sure these Molten Giants are going to be much easier to kill. In the worst case, I'll make a new guide. Obviously, Harpies, it's a beast unit, right? Perfect filler for the beast slots. You can never have too many Harpies. So, same thing, taking Molten Giants. Now all this gold is for us only. Keep going. The boss is almost dead. Like I said, I didn't even look at the boss. See? So the first boss died. Now it's 2 mini bosses. So when they die, it's going to be 4 mini bosses. Somebody died on the right side. I see the explosions, but I don't see who is dying. Okay. Okay, who is this? Okay, when you kill this one, it's going to be like 2 more, right? Yeah, 2 more. And they're not even at full HP, as you can see. So it's easy peasy. And when, by the way, I don't know if I said that. So when your Molten Giants die, they blow up too. I don't know if we have a bunch in the starting hand for the Alliance. We'll see. No, we don't. And I think that's going to be a problem. No. No, it's good. We're good. You can actually wait until it comes to you, but sometimes it could be dangerous because you might not have... yeah, see this? This is kind of bad. Up, up, up. There we go. We take this guy. Yes. So the right one is ready. Now we wait until the Mountaineer starts attacking the core so we could kill him with our flying units. We're killing our flying. Oh my god. It's actually really bad. So our Molten Giant is gonna kill. Okay. He's gonna kill the enemy Molten Giant. But no, our Banshee's taking it. And now we're good. We're good. I kind of don't want to kill these Molten Giants because I need them, right? So. But sometimes that's how it works. Okay. Banshee. Oop. Taking the left one. And the boss is already getting his ass kicked. I believe here, yeah, well, this Molten Giant is gonna die because nobody can stop my Furious Griffon Raider. Watch. Bam! That's exactly what they do to the enemy as well. So I guess we're killing them. Oh no, we'll take this last one. Even like this mini one is still good. And when it dies, it explodes. It does a lot of damage. It's great. But this guy is not going anywhere. I suppose he's bugged. And I just got my 2 gold stolen from me. Yeah. When you take all the Molten Giants, it's okay to use Banshees on Fire Elemental. It's actually really good. I don't know why I deployed Harpies. I know they're gonna die. Yeah, like that. Exactly. That's me being incompetent. This is actually the moment where I don't have any Molten Giants. They somehow all died. So don't forget, Banshee does a lot of damage to the boss or to the core if it actually makes it to the core. So you can actually, yeah, use Banshees as Goblin Sappers. Pretty much, it does even more damage, I think, than Goblin Sappers. We're destructing Ogre Magi, and Harpies are gonna kill everybody. We know that, right? Yeah. So we need to kill these little ones, and the encounter will end, I believe. Ah, no, there's one more. There's one more big one, actually. So when we kill... I don't know if these are the last ones. Let's take a look, actually. Okay. Is that the last one? Yay. This is the Alliance. All right. The Horde. By the way, Sneak does so much damage to the boss because he does the AoE attacks. It's just beautiful. Same strategy. We are taking this guy first, and then we wait until Ogre Mage starts attacking. Then we stun him with our bandits, and the core is gonna kill him. Wait until Drake starts attacking the core, then deploy Harpies, and the Harpies are gonna kill everything. Boom, 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 boom. It always looks like you already lost because the game, the encounter just started, and you're you lost so much. Your core loses so much HP, but in reality, that's not how it works. Because what you lost, like nobody will ever make it to your core after that. I believe I'm gonna kill this middle one accidentally, and everything's gonna die. Boom. Yep. Yep. But we managed to steal another one. Yeah, sometimes when the Ogre Magi is timed correctly by the enemy, and you see it just killed my Molten Giant before it got to the boss. So. Take that. That's actually a bad thing to do, but we didn't have any other options. Now we're gonna kill the Fire Elemental. And I'm using the wrong talent for harpies. We need poison always. We need poison. I don't have it. That's why I'm using double damage on the first attack. Oh. It's not because it's there is some kind of some meaning behind it. No, it's just me being a fucking idiot. It's me experimenting with talents that turned out to be garbage. So I suppose these molten giants are always bugged, and if you kill them, they just don't go anywhere, even if they're yours. As you can see, the chest belongs to me now. Okay, look how hard Sneed hits them. Just watch. Come on, show me. Okay, now they're gonna blow up, and look, watch. Wow, wow. He hits everything. That's it. Super easy, easy peasy. And the undead is the last one we're doing it with. So I made a mistake accidentally, I think. Yeah, I took the wrong molten giant. And now maybe I'll pay for it. I don't remember what's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win this encounter. I watched these videos before. So this guy's coming. Oh. Let's see what happens. 2-2-2. Okay, yeah. So ideally, it has to be... Yeah. I'm waiting for my bunch, and I'm gonna take this right giant. So yeah. I accidentally took the wrong giant at the beginning. I should have deployed Banshee more to the right side, so it doesn't take the left giant. Again, here accidentally we kill this giant. Ideally, you should keep them alive, so they're all yours, right? Using the best strategy in the world, best deck in the world. I mean, heal with no healers, which I don't like. I replaced Cheat Death with Banshee, but I just like using this deck. In terms of being able to kill everything, it's probably the best deck that I know. I'm advertising my decks instead of commenting. But if you guys saw it like 4 previous times, this kill is no different. You do the exact same thing, except here I don't have any bandits. So, and then we deploy Huntress, exactly. And that's how we're gonna kill this boss. Our Molten Giant is coming, the main tank. 2-2-2. So when the Huntress is here, everything's gonna die fast. Everything very fast, but everything is gonna die fast, including the Huntress herself. Yeah. Tower killed the fucking Ogre Mage. Okay, good. This was the Volchan. Let's kill the boss number 2. Omnotron. Yep. Omnotron is the boss number 2. So the heroic mechanic is very simple. Instead of 4 of them, you have to kill 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These bosses are really weak against like if you think that these bosses are like molten giants, you're gonna be right, because they're very slow. They only attack single targets. They are like, the chickens are just gonna delete them. So super easy encounter. There's 2 things you need to know. 3 things. Number 1, I just said they are weak against troops, against chickens and stuff like that. Spiders, chickens, skeletons, you know. Number 2, when you kill the boss, it turns into this electrified deadly zone. So when you kill the boss, make sure you don't kill them by the gold node, because it's gonna look like like for example, if you kill this boss right here where he's standing, like right here, so it's gonna be like a electrified void zone, and your kobolds won't be able to take gold from this node. Same thing here. Try not to kill them here. Try to move them before they die, like here somewhere, so your kobolds from here could reach this node. Also, Whelpex on this map and Banshee pretty much must have. Banshee is because you have this the pool has Molten Giants, the enemy's minis pool, and you will be able to take them right away, right? Second, when the bosses die and they leave these electrified void zones, you throw Whelpex there, they blow up, Whelpex get up, and Whelpex or any flying minis on this map are not affected by these void zones. So you pretty much can do whatever you want if you have flying units here. That's pretty much all you need to know. Everything else will be shown in the actual attempts, right? Let's take a look. The Beast family will be first. Like I said, the boss is very weak against chickens. That's why we're gonna use chickens. I mean, we'll always use chickens, even if it's not weak against chickens, right? That's where. There we go. Just kill everything. Kill everything. See, the skeletons died before they even came out. I don't know why I'm using poison, using the tunnel vision on the pig. I have no idea why. I hope you'll forgive me. As you can see, the boss is almost dead. Molten Giant, take a minute. Ah, there we go. Bam. So, chickens, obviously. You don't know what to take, you take chickens. Oh. Can I cut it out? Ah. Yeah, so you deploy Whelpex in this void zone. It breaks eggs right away. The whelps come out and they don't care about the electricity. This void zone. Unfortunately, bosses can kill flying units. Again, they're very slow. They attack single targets, and even it takes forever to even kill 4 vultures, as you can see. So we take Banshee, we take this Molten Giants, and Molten Giants kind of do good damage to these bosses. The problem is that, as you can see, my Chain Lightning killed him, my Whelpex. I did exactly what I told you not to do. Gold Node now is in the Void Zone, and my Kobolds won't be able to, I believe they won't be able to take the gold. So, yeah, don't do that. Don't be like me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, okay. Mapman. Like, can you go left? There we go. Go left. Yeah, exactly. I will still try to take the gold with my Kobold. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. Oh, yeah, it works. He took 1 gold. Yeah. Okay. That's beautiful. Ah. Actually, that works too if you use Banshee as a Goblin Cypress here. But now, good luck dealing with this Molten Giant. Oh, I have 1 more. Good. Phew! See how it works? Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, these units are better than me. And then the Fire Elemental is coming and everything's gonna die. Yeah, it's pretty boring, pretty slow. And like I said, the main difficulty here is to kill these bosses in certain spots where the more bosses you kill, then the harder it is sometimes to get to the other bosses. That is what might make you lose this match. Everything else is pretty easy peasy. The minis in the enemy's pool are pretty weak as well, so you have nothing to be afraid of. As you might understand, the Rend deck is probably the best for this kill. I believe that's what I'm using for Blackrock family. But up. Okay, the boss is distracted. by my Quillbore, and my Whelpegs are attacking like demons. Look at them. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. That's a beast family, boys. Let's move on. The Blackrock family. I'm using Smoke Bomb. Like I said, sometimes I just like to stealth things, but you don't have to. You can replace it with anything you want. Banshee. We always have solution for Molten Giants. It's Banshee. Chickens. They literally one pack of chickens is killing the whole boss. Yeah, that's how it's done. So far, everything is going great. If this encounter didn't have fire elementals, I'd probably be using chickens for everything. Yeah. Yep. So far, I'm not seeing anything that is worth your attention. There's no tricks here. Use chickens, lion units. It's all about micro, distracting things, and killing them. I don't know why I'm doing that, because it will die like in the void, in this void zone. Yeah, that's pretty stupid. Yeah, there we go. Same problem. Now I can no longer take this gold. Ever. Unless you're a Sneed with minor trade, you cannot take this. Phew. How many did we kill? 1, 2, 3? How many? We need to kill 3 more. Let's say that, so we killed the other one, and now the second gold node is in the void zone. Don't be like me, guys. Don't be like me ever. This is why I'm using Smoke Bomb. Not like that, but yeah, I had to do this. Blowing up the Whelpegs, killing the next boss. Phew. Rend is actually really strong here. Rend is always like really strong, not only here. Now look at this, and one chicken, like I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You guys go, I'm gonna catch up. Hup, 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 hup. Look at the animation, like this guy, like he's like I don't know, like the bravest thing I've ever seen. My chicken. Quillbore has a resistance, so he's like ideal tank for this encounter. Yeah, this is gonna be the hardest one, I think. And I didn't put them in the void zone. Like an idiot. Yeah, the easiest deck for this encounter, and I'm barely gonna make it before overtime ends. Barely. Man, am I gonna make it? Like, really? Okay. Okay. Let's move on. Yeah, lions. Man, I wish I had increased range on Griffon Raider. As you can see, we're using flying units and a Banshee and chickens. Like, this is probably the ideal deck that you need for this, unless you have Rend. I don't know why I deployed the... Oh, I think I did it accidentally. I was trying to turn the switch and I clicked on the on the quill bar. So the fire elemental should destroy Firehammer right away. Exactly, smart man. We're getting the gold from here. And as soon as it dies, yeah, exactly. Chickens are coming. My men. My beasts. Animals. Yep, exactly. And of course, I mean, like, what else did you expect? When I deploy chickens, he deploys fire elemental. Yeah, and everything dies. This attempt is not actually that bad compared to the Rend one, with like 1 second before overtime ends. Wasn't that like too close to my summoning stone? Okay, 1, 4. So this is the last one, boys. Almost dead. Phew. I wonder if there's any units that can attack from far and not be aggroed by the boss, and not aggro the boss, because meat wagons here would work, but they can easily be killed. But something like maybe Griffon Raider with the increased range, I wonder if it will work here, or like a Bat Rider, something like that, because the range I believe is the farthest. The longest, sorry. It's actually really good. We can deploy the things right on the boss's face like this. Oh, that's perfect, actually. So this is the alliance. Okay, the Horde we're using Grommash Hellscream with Savage Strike here. Pretty much my favorite talent. It's purely subjective. All 3 talents are absolutely amazing for Grommash. And look at the chickens with Bloodlust. Oh my god. I wish I could have that in PvP. Oh my god. Whew. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Eating them alive. Yep. That's what happens when your Dark Spirit Troll is 2 levels below. Takes 3 hits to kill the Drake. Look at this. The boss is not even reacting on the guy. Chickens. Chickens. And I'm using Execute. I have Execute because I had to fill up the Horde slots with something. Not because I really like find it useful. We don't really need it here. And Grommash is gonna beat the crap out of the boss, out of this left boss, because this boss is below 50% HP. Look at the damage it does. Bam. And this Grommash is 2 levels below this boss. That's how powerful he is. How badass this talent is. Can talent be badass? How good? Whatever. Okay. Still in the full HP Molten Giant, obviously, right? Because Molten Giant has more HP than the Fire Elemental. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm trying to, yeah. My chickens were doomed from the beginning, so it was a good attempt, but not really useful. Up, up, up. Now, I wonder if this Dark Spirit Troll will be able to... Yeah, there we go. The boss is not even reacting on it. That's good. Look at this. And now they will. Okay. That's how we defend our core. And now using chickens again to kill these bosses. Where's Bloodlust? I want Grommash. Give me more Bloodlust. It's pretty boring. It reminds me of the first two fights in Winter Spring. Super slow. Bloodlusted Molten Giants. Rawr. We deployed Whelpex there specifically to kill the Kobold. I know everybody understands. I just have to say that. The good thing, they are right by our summoning stone. The bad thing, as soon as one dies, there's gonna be a void zone like that, yeah, and you will only be able to kill. Oh, actually no, that's good. Grommash is given. Well, he was given Bloodlust to Whelp Drakes, but they were killed by the Drake. That is a Horde family. Undead, let's go. We are using the best deck in the world, obviously, where we're replacing Cheat Death with Banshee. Other than that, it's the same heal with no healers thing. And since we had to fill up the slots with undead slots, I'm using skeletons as a food for our badass, the best hero on the planet, Baron Riven there. He just healed himself, and like the man is unkillable. Like watch. Even after that, when this boss dies, he will heal himself and he will keep going for new adventures. But the rest is gonna die. Yeah, I know. But Baron is just amazing. Why did they not deploy skeletons to save him? I don't know. This is actually the perfect positioning. Fire Elemental is tanking, and Necromancer with like 1 HP is DPSing. So it's amazing. Now we're gonna kill this one mini boss, and everything is gonna be in a void zone, and everybody is gonna die. I'm not looking over there, and I don't want to. Yeah, everything's dying. Yeah, it should be called kill with no killers, or die with no kill, whatever. Not heal with no healers, because I don't have any healing spells anymore. No cheat death here. Do. So we're distracting the Drake. Perfect. Distracting everything that can be distracted. We are about to kill both of them, and that's a problem because they're gonna die again right by my gold node, which is not good. Not good. want to take this fire elemental exactly. Because this fire elemental barely reacts on these void zones. Because it's resistant, right? I killed both. We have 2 more. 2 more. Jesus Christ. This is actually a perfect combo because that way Baron can be constantly healed by skeletons. And the skeletons are pretty much like infinite, right? Okay, now we need a Banshee to take this guy. Phew! See? Necromancer and Baron pretty much killed this boss. And unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, there's 1 more left. And like it just stands in the corner in pretty much the most like in the worst spot where it can be. Okay, distracting that like that exactly. Beautiful, it starts moving. Okay, we're taking the summoning stone, that's perfect. Yeah, the boss is doomed. Bam, bam, bam. I think my skeletons are with taunt. That is Omnotron with all 5 families, boys. Emperor Thaurissan as the boss number 3. I expected him to be much harder. So the heroic mechanic compared to normal is instead of fire elementals that are going to be spawned for every corpse of your units, they replace fire elementals with molten giants who have more HP pretty much. That's pretty much the fight. So the strategy is very simple. You just start here, you come to the boss and you kill the boss as fast as possible. You completely ignore all these molten giants that come out from your corpses. So for those who don't know, like if, let's say, see my Dark Spear Troll is gonna die and watch what happens. Okay, do it again. Very good. You see this? Boom. So now he's gonna turn into a molten giant. I don't know if we're gonna see that before I die. It doesn't matter. So in a few seconds, it's gonna come out from here as a molten giant, and that is the mechanic of the encounter. So, like I said, very simple strategy. You just the Deathball Drakkisath is pretty much the ideal example. Who could have thought the ideal example for this encounter? Let's take a look how I did it with all the other families. It's doable even if you actually don't do it quickly. I believe I have 1 more kill where I do it slowly and I fight against the molten giants that come out. It's not really that hard. This is the easiest boss of this zone. All right, the first family is a beast, and I believe this is the attempt where I actually don't kill the boss right away and I have to deal with a heroic mechanic. We'll see how it works. Yeah, I was cycling through to get my punchy. Yeah, so my Hogger died, and we're expecting... Yeah, by the way, the Wellpegs count as units too, so for Wellpegs we're gonna get Molten Giants. There we go. There we go. Molten Giants! Well, it technically can be turned against the enemy if you have cheap units and you can cycle to get Banshee every time. It's kind of... It will kind of work against the boss. But if you like only if you are able to take all the molten giants that come out from this, whatever spawns them. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Not every encounter will be like that bad, because there's plenty of ways to unbound to do an unbound push. I think I'll do it in my other with my other families. No, no, I know. Now I'm gonna, yeah, and watch. It's chase. It's keep chasing. It keeps chasing the my raider. Perfect. Perfecto. I believe that is the end, because if it's not, my core is gonna die. There we go. That's it. Beast family, boys. Drakkisath. We're going to use a very unique strategy that you have never seen. We're going to deploy Drakkisath and Shaman, and it will kill everything. And maybe something else, if I feel like it. Oh my god, where's Drakkisath? Up. 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 With his little paw. Up. Harpies. Up. Okay. Distracting the boss with probably the best unit in the game, our Quillbore. And that is how the boss is gonna die, I believe. Bam. 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 Up. Yeah, pretty boring and pretty fast. Drakkisath is always Drakkisath. The Alliance. I believe we'll take it. Yeah, we'll take this Molten Giant with our Banshee. Then we'll summon the Tyrion, and that's how we're gonna start. And if exactly, Firehammer does not react on our units, and that's good, because our core is going to kill Firehammer really quickly. We're going to heal our Quillbore, and we're gonna kill the boss. I don't know. I don't understand what is killing my core. I don't understand what it was, but I don't know. I don't mind. Whatever saved my core, thank you. And the boss is dying. That is how you do it. Like I said, the Beast family was the hardest. Everything else is easy peasy. The Horde is pretty much going to be the same thing. It's like Diet Drakkisath, right? Grommash with troops behind. That's how you do it. I believe I'm going to summon Grommash at the end, because so he doesn't tank the boss. Oh my god. That works too. See, the Molten Giant is too fat. Unfortunately, Grommash died, but it doesn't matter because the boss is still dying, and nope, nothing is gonna save him. Bam. Bam. Can't believe that this joke of a boss is gonna be our next hero, guys. I hope he's gonna have some good trade and talents. The Undeados family. The only thing that bothers me here is that I have too many low HP troops, which is a bad thing for this encounter, as all of you know. Yes, exactly. We need to kill Warsong Raider, and I guess we're gonna have to kill Molten Giant too. This is why I love Baron and Huntress. They have the same very, very fast movement speed. It's just amazing, and the Baron is constantly healing. It's just man, it's so good. So good. One attempt, and the boss dies. Rend Blackhand is the boss number 4. I believe his heroic mechanics is this eggs that it's kind of like Diet Onyxia. These eggs spawn, and then it's in some time they blow up and the drakes come to your core. Other than that, it's just a normal encounter from normal. Normal encounter from normal. Jesus Christ. But what I've noticed is if you don't kill the boss right away, it's just the encounter is going to be overwhelmed. Like there's going to be too many enemy troops. You won't be able to defend against them. So the solution here is cheesing, obviously. But here is the couple of things that you need to understand. So when the game starts, or doesn't matter when it happens, like when you deploy your Huntress here, you see this? When I deployed my Huntress, I could deploy her here or here. Try to keep it as like to the right side. So if you deploy Huntress on this side, it's going to be like here. If it's on this side, it's going to be here. Here's why. When you deploy her, we'll go like this. She starts attacking the boss. If you deploy her here, she will run like this, and she will not be able to even she won't even react on the boss. So always deploy her on this side, and everything is going to work fine. This is for cheesing. And then when you deploy a Quillbore, you also have to deploy a Quillbore. So when he goes like this, the Rend is looking that way. Because sometimes I deploy Quillbore like here, and when he goes this way, the Rend is actually turning his head like this. So he kills my Huntress and this skeleton like as he's turning to kill the Quillbore. So the Quillbore has to go that way, not this way. So Rend is never looks at you until Quillbore dies. Let's get into the kills, and you'll understand what I'm talking about when we start killing the boss. It's purely cheese. Don't expect anything else. It's just like it's so much pain in the ass if you do it correctly. Just look how I do it, and that's it. So the Horde is going to be number 1. I don't know if we're gonna do the same cheese. No, so we don't have Huntress right away. That's why we're going to defend first. But again, the strategy is you have to kill the boss ASAP. That's it. So we're deploying our Goblin Sappers because we have nothing else to deploy. Then we deploy our Huntress. Right now, the way we deploy Huntress doesn't really matter. Forget about what I told you in the boss's mechanic. So we just defend because we did not have Huntress at the beginning. So as you can see, we are trying to kill the Drake first. And when we kill the Drake, yeah, we're going to get this living bomb thing. And again, this is the result of 100 attempts. And this is 100 and number 1, right? So the logic was we let Rend come as close as possible to the core, so the core attacks him, then we deploy Cairn. Then Cairn dies, obviously. Then we just keep delaying, keep distracting the boss like that, and the boss dies. That's how you do it. This is how we're gonna do it all 5 times. But the other ones are gonna be way more successful, especially the Undead one. And actually, what are we doing here? Yeah, so this is how it's done correctly. So you deploy Huntress like I told you. Then you deploy Quillbore like that. So the Huntress kills this Whelpex first, and then we deploy Goblin Sappers that will do a lot of damage to Rend. Now, it turns to us. The Drake is going to die. So the Rend is coming. Obviously, this is a result of 100 attempts, as you understand. So we killed all the Whelp Drakes. And now our Harpies can damage the boss, and that's exactly what we need. That's it. That's how it's done. If you have the exact same deck, you can try. Maybe you will be able to do it the same way. The Blackrock is next. I believe I'll do my best to make it the exact same. It all comes down to your starting hand, right? Let's take a look how I did it with Blackrock. Exactly. Yeah, see what I'm saying? It always starts the same way. We're deploying the Quillbore. We're deploying the Quillbore so that the Huntress kills the Whelp Drakes first, and then it starts killing Rend. All these little things matter a lot. Don't forget. Because sometimes it will not work, and you will not understand why. There are reasons for it. Now we're gonna blizzard everything because we have Firehammer and we need something to kill Firehammer because our harpies are gonna do the job, right? So now we have these two, and they're gonna finish the boss, and that's how you cheese it. Cheesy peasy, as you can see. Cheesy peasy. The Alliance. I believe the Alliance will give me a different starting hand, and let's see what I do about it. Because now it's actually the same. So I believe the first one was the worst attempt. Again, deploying Quillbore so that the Huntress kills Whelp eggs first, and then it starts killing Rend. Exact same thing. Exact same thing. And we don't take, obviously, we don't take stealth on the Huntress because it's only the very first hit will be strong, everything else will be weak. But in our case here, every attack does 50% more damage. We do the exact same thing. We have Harpies that are attacking the boss, and now we have Quillbore that we're going to put like this, exactly, and it's going to delay the boss, and then we have Goblins, the exact same way. This is how you cheese this boss successfully. Let's see what I did at my last attempt. My last attempt is Undead, and Undead is actually the easiest because I had freezing range skeletons, and you will see how helpful they're going to be. Like, we will be able to kill the Drake, not the Rend, but the Drake, without even using a Goblin Sappers, because ranged skeleton will always be slowing the boss, and the boss will do less attacks to our Huntress. See this ranged skeleton that is coming with me, this guy? Watch how helpful he's going to be. I know that if I don't kill these guys, my base is doomed. So you see this? My Huntress is still alive, and it was enough without using anything else, only because I had ranged skeleton, which reduced the damage of Rend, which made him slower. Yeah. And my Quillbore is ready to go. That's how it's done, boys. That is Rend Blackhand. Okay, General Drakkisath is the final boss of the bosses. So honestly, I have no idea what his heroic mechanic is. It's just, in my opinion, the hardest thing in this encounter is that he is like 3 levels higher than your deck usually, and that's pretty much it. He keeps sending this Molten Giants and Fire Elementals at you. There is one piece of advice that I can give you in this whole encounter is obviously we will need Banshee here. Try to steal only Molten Giants, because Molten Giants are way tankier than Fire Elementals, because the little things in this encounter matter a lot. As like I said, we are much lower level than this guy, and when you try to steal only Molten Giants because they tank better and they blow up at the end. And when they blow up, they also kill flying units as well. So let's take a look at my kills. It's purely like you just try, then you find the optimal way what to do when, and that's how you kill the boss. Let me show you what I did. All right, the first one is Blackrock family. Drakkisath. We're using a very unique strategy that you can rarely see for Drakkisath. It's very rarely used. It's called Drakkisath and Shaman. So the playstyle is really hard. You have to deploy them both. Yeah. And then you just sit there. Yeah, I'm the one that told you not to steal Fire Elementals, but I forgot to add unless you have to. And this unless I have to is exactly what's happening right now on the screen. So I use my Banshee on Fire Elementals. For some reason, I deploy my Quillbore on the right side so it doesn't burn my army. My army is still burning, but that's how tough they are. That's how good the Drakkisath's trait is. They don't care, pretty much. Like I said, the strategy is really hard to execute, almost impossible. But for some reason, I'm getting lucky. And the first time ever, See, the micro is like from a different galaxy. That's how hard it was. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's Blackrock family. The Horde. Let's go. I believe this is going to be the hardest match because, you know, the Horde units are not that good. And, you know, execute, well, it kind of works, but we don't really need it here. I don't understand why my Harpies went this way. See how much shit I wasted? Like, literally wasted. Yeah, not the greatest start. And these attempts were kind of unsuccessful. So usually when it happens, I reset it right away because it starts so badly. For some reason, I kept going and I won. And there were better attempts where I would start, like, ideally, and lose at the end. So, never know. But for the Horde, like, you literally have to just do everything as good as possible. Said the guy who just completely wasted the beginning, like completely screwed up the start of the game. Try to kill them at this simultaneously, because if this thing resurrects, it's going to damage my harpies and my harpies will die. Watch. Oh, we made it. Because these hounds, they have a oh my god, I just wasted a bunch of these core hounds. They have a talent when that damages everything on the resurrection. My harpies just killed the molten giant, and it blew up too, along with my harpies. Except my harpies didn't do any damage on death. As you can see, we're not using Sneed here. Because, yeah. Opa! Again, the Molten Giants are the best tanks. Up! So we trigger the Drakkisath's explosion. Should have done it earlier. Why? Because our Huntress got damaged by this explosion. But if I deployed it earlier, it wouldn't have happened. I don't know if I had gold for it. Ah. Yeah. I don't deploy anything because there is a well peg in front of this Molten Giant. If I deploy Banshee, it would have taken this well peg. But we need to take this Molten Giant. Phew. And now this big crap is coming, and I have no idea how to fight against that, to be honest. Well, you know, bam! Execute. Boom, boom. So my Molten Giant blew up too and killed a lot of things there. So we good. Sometimes they spawn the egg right on the button, and the button is always constantly clicked, and it's a huge pain. You cannot take a gold from the right node. Yeah, as you can see, it's a painful encounter for Horde. So if you struggle with Horde, like, it's okay. It's supposed to be like that. So you don't kill it in one attempt, you don't kill it in two attempts. You just have to keep trying, keep trying. I deploy Banshee, hoping that I'm gonna catch something, yeah, like this, because I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I knew something would be spawned, and that is how you do this boss, guys. This is a very painful to do if you play Horde. The Undead family is going to. It's gonna be way easier than Blackrock, right? Blackrock is a joke. I was trying to be sarcastic, but I was just ended up being a fucking idiot, I think. Be careful with the using Baron, because sometimes skeletons are spawned from your core and they step on this button that burns, that starts frying up this the part. You understand which part I'm talking about, right? This thing here. Sometimes your skeletons just kill your units, so time it correctly. Up. And we're trying to take the Molten Giant because we're smart, right? Goes like this. Exactly. So, yeah. That's how it's done. I don't have anything to use. That's why my Hunter is probably gonna die. Yeah, like that. But that's, you know, that's part of the job, right? And watch, when they kill my Molten Giant, bam. Kills a lot of things. I believe we're gonna spawn Huntress to defend our core. Oh no, we're gonna spawn Whelpegs. And we're going to take Molten Giant using our Banshee, I believe. What are you doing, bro? Should have taken the Molten Giant on the left side. Jesus Christ. And the Fire Elemental is a perfect tank for this too, because it's resistant to elemental damage. We are going to kill this sucker. There we go. And now we are going to use the exact same thing that we always use. Baron Raven there and Huntress. Or Necromancer. Yeah, so Baron is going to run up to the boss after that. He's going to trigger this boss's AoE, and that's why nobody is going to die, because Baron can tank it. And after that, see? After that, we're going to start killing... yeah, Necromancer survives. That means that Baron will always heal himself. No. No. It will not happen. We pretty much ignore the range stuff like Drakes and Fire Hammers, because our core can kill them. We need to kill things that can kill structures really quickly, like... elementals and especially Molten Giants, because Molten Giants have siege damage. We're taking it back. Here we're preparing our Banshee to take the Molten Giant. Was kind of hard, right? Unfortunately, we're losing our Huntress. There's absolutely nothing we can do. Yeah. I am trying to tank with my Baron, because Baron is pretty much like, he is immortal if there's Necromancer behind. And here's our best friend, which is Overtime. And I believe that is how the boss will die. And the left side, I don't even want to look at it. Like, the boss must die right now, or we are screwed. Baron is coming. Oh, no, we're good, we're good. So I'm going to take this Molten Giant, and he's going to give us some time so we could kill the boss. And that's how the boss dies. This is Undead Family. It was not easy, I gotta tell you. Even though my level, look at this, my level was 25. So it was pretty hard. Beast. I believe for Beast Family, I came up with some other ways. Yeah, I was sick of trying to do it correctly. After the first 3 kills, I just I was stuck on this thing, and I decided to use like look at the boss. Look at this. So I'm gonna use my Banshee only to take Molten Giant. Sorry. Goes like this, and yeah, we're gonna use Harpies to kill the Earth Fire Elemental. And that is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to try to kill the boss. Yeah. Our Huntress is resistant. That's why... my Huntress is still alive. See, it actually takes one attempt, one attack on the boss to kill the boss. Like, watch, it's almost dead. But the problem is that it's easier said than done. And I believe the rest is going to be done by like cheesing with the Quillbore and Whelpex. Yeah. I'm going to kill all that. We don't care about fire because we're flying, right? I don't know why I did that. Ah, yeah, I do. Okay. So this is how we're going to do it. Boom. The very first thing that you need to learn when you start playing this game, Quillbore and Whelpex, boys. For the Alliance, I'm playing pretty much like my Maiev, right? Everybody knows I love Maiev. We're going to cheese the boss a lot because we have Maiev, we have Quillbore, and we have Worgen, and we have Whelpex, right? So I used Worgen to kill him right away, pretty much only to free up, like to cycle through. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I don't like it either. Unfortunately, my Banshee was at the very end of my deck. That's why the enemy's units managed to have so much progress. It's not going to happen again, I think. So we're going to unroll things like that. Yeah, it's going to blow up. And then we're going to deploy the rest. It's going to kill, I believe, yeah, it kills one Drake and it switches always to Quillbore. Quillbore is the best tank for this thing because Quillbore is resistant. And Drakkisath, for those who don't know, he attacks with elemental damage. He does not attack with physical, even though he's a melee guy. And it looks like he's attacking like, you know, like Baron or Gromash. No, it's not how it works. So what we're going to do, we're going to cheese again. Don't know what exactly we're going to use, but we're going to use stuff like, yeah. Who could have thought? And I believe, boys, this is the end of the heroic campaign. Bam. Well, it's been a hell of a journey. I hope you're going to have your 150 sigils. I did my best. Sometimes I wasn't that good. Sometimes my strategies were shit. I understand. But I was one of the first people who did that. I'm pretty sure 3 months from now, the people are going to have like super pooper optimal ways to kill all these things. But this is the beginning of this game. I'll see you soon. Subscribe and that's all.